blast off, blast off. To leave the ground and head into space. Example, the rocket blasted off from the Kennedy Space Center. Lift off, lift off. To rise from the launch pad and begin flight. Example, the spacecraft lifted off smoothly. Take off, take off. To leave the ground and begin to fly. Example, the plane took off from the airport. Shoot up, shoot up. To move upwards very quickly. Example, the rocket shot up through the clouds in seconds. Count down, count down. To count numbers backward to 0 before a launch. Example, the engineers are counting down to the launch. Set off, set off. To start a long journey. Example, the astronauts set off on a 3-year journey. Kick off, kick off. To start a project or a mission. Example, NASA will kick off the new lunar program this year. Break away, break away. To separate from the main part. Example, the first stage of the rocket broke away safely. Pull away from, pull away from. To move away from a fixed point or vehicle. Example, the capsule pulled away from the space station. Head for, head for. To move in the direction of a target. Example, the probe is now heading for the outer planets. Circle around, circle around. To move in a circular path around something. Example, satellites circle around the Earth every day. Revolve around, revolve around. To move in an orbit around a central object. Example, the moon revolves around the Earth. Go into orbit, go into orbit. To enter a curved path around a planet or star. Example, the satellite successfully went into orbit. Spin around, spin around. To turn around a central point or axis. Example, many planets spin around on their axes. Whirl around, whirl around. To move or spin around very quickly. Example, stars whirl around the center of the galaxy. Drift away, drift away. To move slowly away from something. Example, the debris drifted away into deep space. Drift off, drift off. To move slowly away from the intended course. Example, the satellite drifted off course due to a glitch. Float around, float around. To move slowly through the air or space. Example, astronauts enjoy floating around inside the ISS. Close in on, close in on. To get closer to a target. Example, the spacecraft is closing in on the asteroid. Home and on. Home and on. To find and move directly toward a target. Example: the lander used radar to home in on the site. Propel through. Propel through. To push an object through a medium vacuum. Example: ion engines propel the craft through the vacuum. Touchdown. Touchdown. To land on the surface of a planet or moon. Example: the rover touched down on Mars yesterday. Set down. Set down. To land a spacecraft gently. Example: the module set down safely on the moon. Come down. Come down. To move toward the ground to land. Example: the capsule came down in the Pacific Ocean. Splash down. Splash down. To land in the ocean. Example: the crew splashed down after a successful mission. Land on. Land on. To arrive on a surface. Example: humans first landed on the moon in 1969. Look up. Look up. To raise your eyes to look at the sky. Example: we often look up at the stars at night. Look through. Look through. To look at something using an instrument. Example: you can see Jupiter if you look through this. Peer into. Peer into. To look carefully or with difficulty into space. Example: scientists peer into the secrets of black holes. Zoom in, on. Zoom in, on. To make an image appear larger and closer. Example: the Hubble zoomed in on a distant nebula. Look for. Look for. To try to find something like life, water. Example: we are looking for signs of water on Mars. Look into. Look into. To examine or investigate a phenomenon. Example: researchers are looking into dark matter. Probe into. Probe into. To examine or investigate something deeply. Example: astronomers are probing into the origins of the universe. Dock with. Dock with. To join two spacecraft together in space. Example: the capsule is ready to dock with the ISS. Undock from. Undock from. To separate two joined spacecraft. Example: the spacecraft undocked from the station. Link up. Link up. To connect parts or systems together. Example: the modules will link up once in orbit. Spin out. Spin out. To extend or deploy using centrifugal force. Example: the satellite will spin out its solar panels. Hook up. Hook up. To connect electrical or technical equipment. Example: they hooked up the new antenna. Beam back. Beam back. To send information or images to Earth. Example: the rover beamed back photos of the crater. Pick up. Pick up. To receive a signal from space. Example: antennas pick up signals from deep space. Tune in. Tune in. To adjust a radio to receive a specific signal. Example: we need to tune in to the correct frequency. Map out. Map out. To plan a route or a trajectory in detail. Example: navigators mapped out the flight path. Flare up. Flare up. To suddenly burn more brightly or become active. Example: the sun flares up during solar cycles. Burst out. Burst out. To emit radiation or energy suddenly. Example: radiation burst out from the supernova. Fade away. Fade away. To slowly become less bright and disappear. Example: the star's light will fade away over time. Die down. Die down. To become gradually less strong or intense. Example: the solar storm finally died down. Wipe out. Wipe out. To destroy something completely. Example: an asteroid could wipe out life on Earth. Blow up. Apart. Blow up. Apart. To explode or break into many pieces. Example: the meteor blew apart in the atmosphere.